Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. Alabama continues the momentum on the 2023 recruiting trail as they land offensive tackle Olaus Alinen. This guy has a really interesting story. He's from Finland. He moved over for his junior season, so he's only been playing football in the States for 1 year, but this guy was very sought after within pretty much every Power 5 program was considering Miami, Georgia, and he chooses Alabama. This is a really big get. Before we talk about the player, we talk about what this means for the program, I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the support you guys have shown the channel. The support you guys have shown has been absolutely awesome. If you guys do like the content, consider subscribing to the channel. We love talking ball with you guys in the comment section. Let's start talking about Olaus. So as I noted, he's from Finland. I really like his athletic background. He's played hockey all these years in Europe, and then he's what, 6'6", 315 pounds. They look at him and like, dude, you got to be playing football. His dad played football in Europe, also in a little bit in the NFL on Atlanta Falcons practice squad, I believe. The thing I like most about this guy is the ceiling is so high. I mean, as a rising senior, he's 6'6", 315 pounds, and he's a good athlete. We know he's played a lot of different sports, so the movement skills are there. I mean, to be a skater, I don't even know how to skate, much less a guy who's 6'6", 315 pounds. He's a good athlete. In my mind, is the sky is the limit for this kid. Has not played football very long. He's from Europe. So he's a little bit raw, and I think that's why you see his national rank not necessarily as high as I think it should be, because he hasn't played football that long. There's a lot of other tackles who are probably more polished, but the ceiling that this guy has is really special. He's going to come into Alabama, and you think the trajectory is really going to be steep. He's going to get better fast because he's still learning the sport. He's learning the position, can play both left and right tackle. And again, what you like most is the athleticism combined with the frame. That's two things you really can't teach. He'll get into Alabama and they'll teach him up. They'll coach him up and he will become a polished tackle. But what you can't teach is the 6'6" frame, the 315-pound thick lower half build, and the athleticism he shows. And that is why all the schools, pretty much every single Power 5 school wanted this kid. Again, Ohio State, Miami, Georgia, the premier programs wanted him. He chooses Alabama. And what I want to know is Alabama brings in a new offensive line coach in Eric Wolford, and he's putting together a really strong class. Also recruited William Formby and Martavius Collins in the 2024 class, coming over from Kentucky, and he's getting right to work. Take a look at Alabama's class in 2023 again. Outside the top 10, Alabama, a little bit slow of a start. Everyone wants to talk about what Ohio State is doing, what Notre Dame's doing, what LSU or Oklahoma is doing. And Alabama is just silently building a really, really strong class. They're expected also to land Caleb Downs, who we'll talk about in a couple episodes from now, as he's set to commit in about a week or so. But again, they're kind of getting back to what Alabama does best. Really, really good running back in Justice Haynes and potentially Richard Young as well. And then they're developing that offensive line with Wilcom Formby, a top 70 player nationally, and then Olaus Alinen, 122nd nationally. And that's what Alabama does traditionally. Yes, they have Bryce Young this year, and the quarterback play, even with Mac Jones, has been good. But when Alabama really thrives in what their bread and butter is, recruiting good offensive linemen, developing those offensive linemen, and then having really talented running backs, Justice Haynes being one of them, ideally for Alabama fans, Richard Young, and they're going to get to running the football. That is what they normally do best. I mean, think about all the traditionally all the best running backs that come from Alabama, even dating back to guys like Trent Richardson. And then they develop offensive linemen. We don't need to go through all the offensive linemen that have come out of Alabama. You could pretty much call Alabama position you at most positions. But as Alabama fans, yeah, you haven't been super flashy early with the 2023 recruiting class, but there are a lot of guys in the month of July and probably into August that will probably be picking up commitments to Alabama. And again, Nick Saban's going to do what Nick Saban does best, and that's acquire a ton of great talent. And more importantly, he's going to develop that talent to be NFL prospects, All-Americans. That's what Nick Saban does, and that's what he's continuing to do. Yeah, Alabama's not totally in the news right now, but they will be soon landing another commitment in Olaus Alinen. Guys, I want to keep it short for you. Hope you guys have a good Friday morning. Have a good weekend. We appreciate it again, checking us out. If you guys do like the content, consider subscribing to the channel. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to y'all later.